Far beyond the sparkling stars and swirling galaxies, the Galactic Council ruled with a quiet confidence born from centuries of dominance. The greatest races of the universe, proud, advanced, and skilled, sat high in their chambers discussing the fate of the cosmos with ease. They had maps of every inhabited system, records of ancient wars, and technology so advanced it seemed like magic to lesser beings. Yet among all the wonders they knew, Earth was a name often dismissed with a sneer or an indifferent glance. To them, Earth was nothing more than a small, wet planet filled with a species that barely understood the stars. It was a place of simple lives, slow progress, and limited reach. Its people were curious and intelligent, but trapped by their planet's humble beginnings. No one bothered to check deeply on Earth, believing it posed no threat to the vast galactic order. But beneath the waves of Earth's deepest oceans, hidden from any prying eyes, something extraordinary had been built. For decades, Earth's greatest minds and leaders had worked in absolute secrecy on a project, so vast and secretive that even the closest allies of humanity had no knowledge of it. They had constructed a supercarrier, a ship of unimaginable size and power, designed not just for war, but for survival, for exploration, and for proving that humans were far more than the galaxy believed. This ship, named the Titan's Wrath, rested in a secret underwater base. Shielded by layers of technology and ancient ocean trenches, kept safe from satellites, scanners, and alien spies. The Galactic Council's spies had long attempted to uncover Earth's true capabilities, sending small, stealthy probes and undercover agents to monitor human activity, yet no hint of the supercarrier's existence ever reached them. Earth remained a puzzle wrapped in an enigma, a quiet planet that no one had reason to fear. The Council's leaders often laughed quietly at the idea that such a simple species could harbor such power, but that laughter was about to die in their throats. One day, far beyond the galaxy's edge, a strange cosmic event began. A massive surge of energy from a dying star sent shockwaves through nearby star systems. This event caught the attention of the Galactic Council, for it threatened to destabilize key trade routes and spark conflict among powerful factions. As the elite races debated how to respond, a rogue fleet from a distant, aggressive species moved to seize a strategic star system caught in the cosmic storm's path. The Council dispatched their forces, certain that they would easily contain this new threat and that Earth would remain uninvolved. However, the sudden burst of cosmic energy also triggered a hidden failsafe buried deep within Earth's supercarrier. Sensors in the underwater base lit up as the ancient technology responded to the celestial disturbance. For the first time in history, humanity prepared to reveal its secret weapon to the universe. On Earth, commanders and scientists worked swiftly. Coordinating efforts from secret command centers scattered across the globe, their voices were calm but filled with determination as they initiated protocols to bring the Titan's Wrath to the surface. The ship began its slow, powerful ascent through the ocean depths, shaking the water around it as it moved toward the surface. Above, ships from alien species scanned the planet, puzzled by strange readings and unusual energy spikes. Some sent probes, others attempted communication, but Earth ignored their signals. The world was preparing for a revelation that would shock the galaxy. When the Titan's Wrath finally broke through the ocean surface, its colossal hull shimmered. Under the sun, dwarfing even the largest known vessels of the Galactic Council, its sleek design combined human creativity with advanced alien technology reverse-engineered from distant missions. Powerful engines glowed with blue energy, and weapon systems hummed quietly, ready for whatever might come. Council's elite watched in stunned silence as the supercarrier moved into position, its presence undeniable. For the first time, Earth showed that it was no longer a backwater planet but a rising power with secrets that could change everything. Whispers spread through council chambers, fear mixed with respect. Who had taught humanity such advanced technology? How had they kept this secret for so long? And most importantly, what would Earth do next? The activation of the Titan's Wrath was only the beginning. It was a message to the galaxy. Humanity had arrived, and it was ready to claim its place among the stars. No longer would Earth be ignored or underestimated. The shadows of doubt that had long hidden its true power were fading, replaced by the bright light of a new era. The galactic elite could only watch, wait, and wonder what the future held now that Earth's secret had finally emerged from the depths, far beyond Earth. In a distant corner of space, tensions were rising sharply. A rogue fleet known as the Varnak Raiders had set their sights on a vital star system rich in resources and strategic importance. Their ships moved quickly, cutting through the star lanes with ruthless intent, aiming to claim control before any major power could respond. The galactic elite, confident in their dominance and dismissive of Earth's growing influence, swiftly assembled their forces. Massive warships and fleets gathered to protect the star system, ready to crush the raiders with overwhelming firepower. Among the leaders of the council, there was little doubt that Earth would remain a quiet observer, too weak and too slow to make any difference. They prepared for battle with the calm assurance of those who believe victory is certain, yet beneath Earth's calm surface, something far more powerful was awakening. As the Varnak Raiders closed in on their target, Earth's secret weapon, Supercarrier the Titan's Wrath, was being readied for the first time. The colossal ship, hidden for decades beneath the ocean, began its ascent with a quiet strength that belied its immense size. Commanders in Earth's hidden bases monitored every system carefully, coordinating the complex operation that had been kept secret from the galaxy. The ship's advanced AI hummed softly as it powered up, weapons and shields, systems tested and prepared to face the unknown. Earth's leaders understood the risks. Revealing their secret meant breaking years of careful silence, risking suspicion and possible attack. But the threat to the star system and the galaxy's balance of power demanded action. Titan's Wrath surfaced, breaking through the ocean waves with an impressive display of strength. Alien observers across nearby space scrambled to identify the source of the sudden energy signature. The Galactic Elite's fleets, already moving toward battle with the Varnak Raiders, detected the Supercarrier's appearance and were thrown into confusion. The size alone was breathtaking, a ship unlike any they had ever seen. Surface shimmered with advanced shielding, and the powerful engines glowed with an unfamiliar blue light, sign of technology far beyond current understanding. The Council's commanders ordered a temporary halt to their advance, uncertain whether this new player was friend, foe, or something else entirely. The Varnak Raiders themselves paused, sensing a shift in the battle's balance. Their aggressive posture replaced by cautious observation. Slowly, the Titan's Wrath moved into the contested star system. Taking a position between the Raiders and the Council's forces, from the bridge of the Supercarrier, Earth's captain issued calm but firm orders. Communications channels opened, and a clear message was broadcast to all nearby ships. Earth was now taking responsibility for the conflict and would defend the star system. The Galactic Elite, unused to being challenged by a species they had long dismissed, exchanged uneasy glances. The presence of the Titan's Wrath forced them to reconsider their plans and assumptions. This was not a simple planetary force. It was a new kind of power, one built on human ingenuity and determination. The Varnak Raiders, recognizing the threat, attempted to retreat, but Earth's advanced tracking and targeting systems quickly locked onto their ships, demonstrating precision and speed that surprised even veteran commanders. The standoff stretched tensely across the void as the Council's warships and Earth's Supercarrier held their positions. Behind the scenes, debates erupted within the Galactic Council chambers. Some urged diplomacy and alliance with humanity, recognizing the potential strength and value of Earth's secret technology. Others, fearing a disruption of their dominance, called for immediate action to contain or destroy the Supercarrier. Meanwhile, the citizens of Earth watched in secret hope and pride, their planet's hidden guardian now a beacon of their survival and future. The ship's presence sparked new questions. How had humans kept such power hidden? What else might Earth be capable of? Most importantly, how would this change the balance of power in the galaxy? The ceasefire held, fragile but real, as all sides awaited the next move. The Galactic Elite's astonishment slowly turned into respect, while the Rogue Raiders reconsidered their ambitions. Humanity had stepped onto the galactic stage, not with timid steps, but with the roar of the Titan's wrath surfacing from the depths. The awakening was more than the rise of a weapon. It was the rise of a species ready to claim its place among the stars, changing forever what it meant to be Earth's children. The galaxy held its breath, watching and wondering what this new power would do next. The Supercarrier, the Titan's Wrath, was far more than a massive warship floating in space. It was a symbol of everything humanity had become, an embodiment of their creativity, adaptability, and strong unity in the face of danger. The ship was built with technology that no one in the galaxy had ever seen before. A combination of human innovation and intelligence gathered from ancient alien artifacts found during hidden missions. Its advanced artificial intelligence could analyze countless battle scenarios in seconds, allowing commanders to make decisions faster than any alien fleet. This AI was not only a tool, but also a trusted partner that could anticipate enemy moves and adapt strategies in real time. Earth's leaders used this to their advantage, commanding the Titan's wrath with precision and confidence. Ship's quantum stealth system was unlike anything else, allowing it to vanish from enemy sensors and reappear where opponents least expected. This made the Supercarrier nearly impossible to track and target, turning the tides of battle with sudden strikes and disappearances. Its weapons were modular and versatile, able to change their form and function based on the needs of the fight. One moment, the ship could unleash a barrage of plasma cannons. The next, it could deploy powerful electromagnetic pulses to disable enemy systems without destroying them. This flexibility allowed Earth's fleet to face threats no matter the challenge. As the Titan's Wrath led the human forces in skirmishes across the contested star system, alien commanders found themselves outmatched in both strategy and technology. No longer could they rely on brute strength or numbers alone to win. Humans combined quick thinking, teamwork, and cutting-edge tools to outmaneuver and outsmart their opponents, forcing the galactic elite to pay attention to this unexpected new player. Meanwhile, far away from the battlefields inside the Grand Meat chambers of the Galactic Council, the shockwave caused by Earth's rise stirred fierce debates. For centuries, the Council had maintained strict control over interstellar politics, with the elite races sharing power and suppressing challenges to their rule. The sudden appearance of a planet-sized supercarrier and the human willingness to step boldly into galactic affairs shook this fragile balance. Some council members saw a chance for progress. They argued that humanity's creativity and unity could strengthen the galaxy's defenses against common threats. These factions pushed for diplomacy, proposing alliances with Earth and offering to share knowledge and resources. They believed that welcoming humans into the fold would bring fresh ideas and new energy to the stagnant council. Others, however, feared losing their privileged positions. They viewed Earth's power as a dangerous wild card, a force that could upset centuries of carefully maintained control. These groups whispered in secret meetings, planning how to undermine humanity's influence before it grew too large. They spread doubts and suspicions, trying to paint Earth as reckless and unpredictable. The divide within the council was clear. Some wanted to embrace the future. Others wanted to protect the past. On Earth, the story was different. The people, who had once been dismissed as simple and unprepared, were now united more than ever. Governments, scientists, soldiers, and citizens worked together to support their newfound role. Behind the scenes, the Supercarrier became a symbol of hope, resilience, and human spirit. Every victory in battle, every outsmarted enemy, reinforced their belief that humanity could survive and thrive among the stars. Commanders aboard the Titan's Wrath shared stories of the ship's unique capabilities, the AI's subtle humor, and the way modular weapons transformed mid-fight. They spoke not just of war, but of exploration, of protecting the weak, and of the promise of a better future. Yet despite the successes, challenges remained. The Supercarrier was a target, and every step into the wider galaxy brought new dangers. Unknown enemies watched carefully, waiting for an opportunity to test humanity's strength or exploit weaknesses. The fragile peace in the star system could shatter at any moment, and Earth's leaders knew they had to be ready to pressure. Mounted as Earth's diplomats faced their counterparts in the Council, trust was hard to build when centuries of prejudice and fear stood in the way. Still, humanity's clear demonstration of strength and resolve demanded respect. Some began to see humans not as primitive outsiders, but as equals, perhaps even as leaders of a new era. As the Titan's Wrath prepared for its next mission, Earth's commanders reflected on what their success truly meant. This supercarrier was not just a tool of war, but a beacon of human potential. It showed the galaxy what determination, unity, and intelligence could achieve even when facing overwhelming odds. The galactic elite watched closely, torn between admiration and fear. The rise of Earth had become a story of suspense and change, a turning point where the underestimated finally proved they were unstoppable. The human advantage was clear. It was not just in technology or firepower, but in the courage to stand united, to innovate under pressure, and to never give up. The galaxy had entered a new chapter. Humanity was ready to write it. With the Titan's Wrath now at the forefront of Earth's fleet, humanity took its first bold steps into the wider galaxy, launching official interstellar missions that would change how other civilizations saw them forever. Supercarrier, massive and imposing, became the symbol of Earth's determination to protect not only their own planet, but all those who could not defend themselves. Their first missions were filled with urgency and hope. Humans traveled to distant colonies under threat from pirates or failing governments, arriving just in time to offer aid, defend settlements, and stabilize regions teetering on the brink of chaos. These actions surprised many among the galactic elite who had expected Earth to remain isolated or timid in its dealings beyond the solar system. Instead, humanity showed resilience that went beyond mere survival. Their ability to adapt quickly to unexpected dangers, their willingness to learn from alien allies and enemies alike, and their talent for crafting innovative strategies on the fly reshaped the balance of power in nearby star systems. As the Titan's Wrath led coordinated strikes and rescue missions, humans uncovered more than just external threats. Inside the Galactic Council itself, whispers of conspiracy and betrayal began to emerge. Some elite factions, alarmed by Earth's rapid rise, sought to undermine their efforts through covert sabotage and political manipulation. They feared losing control and power if humanity continued to gain influence, and some plotted in the shadows to weaken Earth's alliances or attack their outposts. These hidden enemies made every mission more dangerous. Earth's leaders soon realized that winning battles in space was only part of the struggle. They also had to navigate complex political intrigue and spy games within the Council. But humans were undeterred. Their unity and quick thinking, combined with the Titans' Wrath's unmatched technology, allowed them to survive these trials. They forged new alliances with species who admired Earth's bravery and honesty, creating a network of friends and partners that crossed star systems. These alliances helped Earth's fleet gather intelligence, resources, and support, turning enemies into cautious allies. The supercarrier itself became a beacon of hope and strength for many. Wherever it appeared, people felt safer knowing that Earth's fleet was ready to stand against oppression and danger. Yet this growing fame also made the Titan's Wrath a prime target. Hidden enemies, pirates, and rival factions saw it as a prize worth attacking. Ambushes and surprise attacks tested the ship's defenses repeatedly. Each encounter pushed humanity to refine their tactics and improve their technology, proving that resilience was as important as power. Despite the constant threats, Earth's fleet never faltered. The crew aboard the Titan's Wrath worked tirelessly, their bonds forged through shared hardship and a common goal. Every victory brought new hope, but every challenge also reminded them of the risks ahead. They knew that the galaxy was a vast place filled with both friends and foes, and that their true test was only beginning. Across the stars, the story of Earth's rise spread quickly. Some viewed humanity as a rising light in a dark universe, while others saw them as a dangerous force disrupting the old order. The galactic elite found themselves forced to reconsider their assumptions, realizing that Earth was no longer a quiet backwater, but a major player with strength, strategy, and heart. As the Titan's Wrath prepared for its next mission, the crew and commanders reflected on the journey so far. The trials among the stars had been difficult and often dangerous, but they had also revealed the true spirit of humanity. It was not just their technology or weapons that made them strong, but their willingness to stand together, to face the unknown with courage, and to fight not for conquest, but for protection and justice. The galaxy watched, waiting to see what humanity would do next. While hidden forces plotted, hoping to challenge Earth's rising power, the Supercarrier remained a symbol not just of war, but of the endless trials ahead and the unbreakable human will to overcome them. Far across the vast reaches of space, the fragile peace that had held since the Titan's Wrath first emerged was shattered by a sudden and terrifying threat. A coalition of powerful galactic factions, jealous and fearful of Earth's rapid rise, united in secret to crush the human influence before it could grow any stronger. This alliance, made up of some of the most skilled commanders and advanced fleets in the galaxy, sought to end humanity's bold expansion once and for all. The galactic elite watched closely from their chambers, their confidence wavering as the massive fleet gathered, certain that this confrontation would decide the future of the stars. Earth, too, prepared for war. The people of the planet watched, anxiously but with fierce pride as their leaders and commanders readied the Titan's Wrath and the Earth fleet for the battle to come. For years, the Supercarrier had been a symbol of hope and resilience, but now it would prove itself as a beacon of unstoppable force. As the enemy fleet approached, vast in number and heavy with powerful weapons, the Titan's Wrath moved into position with steady resolve. The ship's advanced AI worked alongside human commanders, calculating strategies and anticipating enemy maneuvers faster than any opposing fleet could react. Unlike the slow and rigid tactics of many alien forces, Earth's team was flexible, adapting to new threats and turning unexpected situations into opportunities. The battle began with a thunderous exchange of fire across the dark void of space, where beams of energy clashed and ships maneuvered with deadly precision. The enemy coalition believed their numbers and technology would overwhelm Earth's forces quickly, but they had underestimated humanity's innovation and determination. The Titan's Wrath used its quantum stealth to disappear from enemy sensors and strike vital targets before vanishing again, leaving opponents confused and vulnerable. Modular weapons shifted rapidly between devastating attacks and defensive measures, turning the tide of battle in moments. Human pilots and crew worked in perfect harmony, their unity and trust in one another, creating a force that felt unstoppable. As the fight wore on, the coalition's confidence began to falter. Their carefully planned assaults met unexpected resistance, and their systems were repeatedly disrupted by Earth's advanced electronic warfare. On the bridges of alien command ships, frustration grew as they watched one by one their vessels fall or retreat under the relentless pressure of human tactics. Yet the greatest shock came when the Titan's Wrath launched a coordinated counterattack, striking deep into the heart of the coalition's fleet. The Supercarrier's power was overwhelming, cutting through enemy lines with precision. In speed, disabling the enemy's command ships and turning confusion into collapse, the galactic elite, who had watched so long from their halls with calm superiority, now stared in awe and disbelief. Earth had not only survived the onslaught, but was seizing victory in a way that no one had predicted. This was no longer a planet to be ignored or controlled. Humanity had proven itself as a leader among the stars, using not just weapons but creativity, courage, and unity to change the course of history. As the enemy fleet retreated in disarray, the message was clear. Earth had earned its place in the galaxy's future. The battle marked the dawn of a new era, one where humans would lead by example, showing that being underestimated only made them stronger. The galactic elite faced a choice: continue clinging to old power structures or embrace the change that humanity represented. On Earth, the victory was celebrated quietly, but with deep meaning. The crew of the Titan's Wrath looked out across the stars, knowing the fight had tested them to their limits and proven that together they were unstoppable. They understood that the galaxy would never be the same again, and that a new chapter of hope, challenge, and discovery was beginning. Humanity's rise was no accident or fleeting moment. It was a testament to what could be achieved when a species refused to be limited by expectations. The stars themselves seemed to shine brighter as Earth took its place among them. Not as a small, forgotten planet, but as a powerful beacon of what was possible when determination met opportunity. The future was wide open, and with the Titans, Wrath leading the way, humanity was ready to explore, protect, and inspire the universe like never before.